And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
It's Hauser. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The short hands, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Complete to the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Pirates with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Touchdown, ECU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to the well. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wants to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Richmond. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Pirates will snap it on first and 10.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Pirates are flying down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very...
Touchdown, Pirates! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking. Create balance. Run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Finds his man. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time he's got his man. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Got his man quickly. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he's got a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Hauser. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Pirates will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's the handoff. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking for the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Hauser. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. catch in the middle. It's Morris.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Grab near the marker. It's Morris. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Going to the run to start this second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Gonna run it. It's Montgomery. He's got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Pirates want to crank the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's O'Brien. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Randall. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches. And this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Galloway. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Look out, he's got room. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Pirates moving quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
He's got it. First down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want
open field on the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got him. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Out of of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give as they work on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And it's in for a touchdown. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Hauser. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a spot in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Turning it on! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 21 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Now this offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He wants to throw it. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to fire on second down. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that